What's the deal? Dale Cover here once again. This is episode 10, and I'm joined by the lovely co-host Liani Perez. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yes, it's a good day.
You guys may have noticed that someone's missing. Anthony is not here today. Anthony T. Smith is not here today. He has some business to take care of.
Yeah.
I guess he's trying on new Father's Day clothes or something like that. Doing what he got to do.
I wonder what superhero he's going to be wearing today.
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be a little different without Anthony.
It will be.
But I think we can make up for it. Boom. What'd you call it? An effigy?
An effigy?
An effigy.
Effigy.
This is gonna be A today. A, we didn't forget about you, bruh.
No.
We know you like to wear the superhero shirts.
Looking a little pale.
Yeah, you're light skinned now this week. You're cool now. Yeah. All right, because I know how you try to get on us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what up, A? You doing all right? Yeah, boom, done. Oh, man, so this is good. It's hot in here, too. We should have opened the window, huh? Jeez. But welcome, guys, to another episode. Last week was heavy, huh?
It was very heavy. You can see it on my face. It's hard to... Yeah, my face says it all.
Yeah, a lot went down in Orlando and Florida in general. And even more stuff in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The alligator.
Mm-hmm.
That happened, right?
Yes, it did.
Was that after our episode?
It was. Oh, I believe it was. Yeah. So
Man.
That's been another tragedy. Poor kid and family. But yeah, it was a heavy show.
It was a heavy show. We're going to continue that just a little bit, though.
On a positive spin, like more of a preventative thing, like safety, like being safe.
Yeah. So, as you know, we talked a lot on the last podcast about the shooting and gun safety in general. It's just been like a big topic. And one thing that was cool that I saw, and Liana, you also brought that to my attention, was a pledge that DJs are making.
Yeah.
And I think there's a hashtag related to that too. It's called, what is the hashtag?
DJ Pledge?
DJ Pledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the DJs are pledging to take out all references to gunshots and violent references in their music, which I think is a great idea.
Absolutely. So anything that's like any sound bites that sound like gunfire of any kind, they pledging not to have that as part of their pledge to keep people safe. And because that was one thing that was heard over and over again, and if you watch the videos, people weren't aware that it wasn't part of the music. They actually thought it was part of it, and it wasn't. So the pledge is right. So if everyone pledges to take out those sound bites and that part of because there is some music, especially reggaeton, that has I've heard some pieces that have like a machine gun sound to it. They're pledging not to have that as part of safety for their patrons.
Wow, I didn't think about it like that. So we got a very special guest today too. Awesome. We got a guest. Yeah, we got a guest we're gonna dial in right now. His name is Donnie Battle, and I'm just meeting him. Liani introduced me to him, so I'm definitely glad to meet him. And he's a DJ, and we'll be able to talk a little bit more about that from his perspective.
Hi, Donnie.
Hey, what's good?
Donnie, you are on the air, my friend. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing okay, man. It's very good to meet you. And we just did the intro, and we just let the users know about the hashtag and the pledge you guys have made, DJ Pledge. And we just want to be able to just talk a little bit more about that from your perspective and see what we can learn and see what good work you guys are doing in the community and taking the initiative to try to make that change.
Oh, yeah. First, man, I want to thank you for at least reaching out to me and asking about it, because a lot of people have been kind of inquiring about it, and it's kind of a touchy subject with some people that don't really understand. So I really appreciate y'all giving me the platform to speak more about it. Right now, what it is just a coalition of a bunch of DJs that we all run together. And in the DJ community, when you're doing mixes, whether it be live mixes or blend tapes or something, especially a lot of reggae DJs too, they use a lot of gunshot sound samples just to transition from song to song. And we never really paid anything paid too much mind to it, but I was kind of always conscious of it just because I've been in kind of like the Orlando situation, but not to that same extent. So my cousin Lefty took it upon himself to start this whole pledge saying, out of respect for the victims and with all the nonsense with gun violence, I'm bringing it upon myself as being a vet in the game to not bring this type of sound effect to my music. I'm going to let my music speak for itself. There's no need to add to anything, because now with everything going on, people are going to be a little bit on edge, and it's a little bit of a touchy situation. It's kind of like with the whole LGBT thing. If you're playing a lot of homophobic songs, or a lot of reggae songs have homophobic lyrics in it. So we don't play any of that stuff, and so we just took it upon ourselves to kind of do that out of respect for the victims in Orlando.
Oh, that's awesome, and just respect for humanity in general. I think, man, that is a great thing you're doing. So when Leone brought it up to me, I saw it on, I think Lefty had posted it on his Facebook page, and that's how I kind of saw the hashtag. Leone brought it up to me, and I said, okay, let me go find out a little bit more. So I said, okay, let me go search the hashtag on Twitter to see what's what. But I didn't find anything. So what it sounds like to me, it's a local thing, something that's started here in Rhode Island.
Actually, I believe Lefty's the one that started it, and then it's kind of just blossoming from there. So I'm getting a lot of good feedback from a lot of my people on the West Coast, and a few of my boys that DJ out in like Germany and stuff. So it's starting to pick up a lot of steam right now, which is a great thing.
Oh, I love that.
That is awesome. I know you did say something about that you have experience, not to the extent of what happened in Orlando, but that you yourself so you've had experiences while DJing. Like, how long you've been DJing for? Actually, I don't really know too much about your history in DJing.
I've been DJing for 31 years.
Wow.
So I'm an old man on the scene right now. So
you've seen a lot.
But, so I've been DJing that long, and just been fortunate enough to DJ a lot of different states around the country, especially down south. I used to DJ a lot of the strip clubs down there, and a lot of the clubs get like super crazy down there, and them dudes turn it up. And so one night, folks got to fighting, and they liquor got the best of them, and a lot of they started shooting at each other and stuff like that, and it was just super, super chaotic. And a lot of DJs don't understand that when you're DJing a party, you're in control of the entire room and everybody in it. Like, you have the authority to sway the way the people's mind go, the way their emotions go, and they don't understand that you're supposed to take them on a musical journey, and songs that you play may affect the way one person is thinking. Like, if I play Annie Up by M.O.P., I know that thing's going to get crunk. A lot of the street dudes is going to feel them, be like, yeah, I want to riot in this joint.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of try and stay away from that. I kind of stay more on the party vibe. So if I read the crowd like I'm supposed to, I can see when tensions might start to get a little high, if dudes are getting a little amped. Because if I don't keep the ladies dancing, then the dudes is just going to wild out, and they're going to be drinking all night. So if you keep the ladies dancing, the dudes are cooling out, because they're trying to, to get some skins or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear that.
So you're matchmaking and you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, but I'm not responsible for anybody's like child support payments after they come to my party. That's what it is.
That's where to draw the line, right? Yeah.
That's funny.
That's a good. And you mentioned the Annie Up. Yeah, when that song comes on, my kids start wilding out, and they're only 11 years old, 9 years old. They start wilding out when that song comes on.
That's it, man. There's something about like certain songs. It's just the build up of that song, and when that beat hits, it's like a whole nother, a whole nother level right there. People don't understand it. Like, I've been in a lot of clubs where like all our brawls have taken place, like gang fights and stuff like that. And I was telling Leone, like, I was in the middle of a gang fight with some dudes from Folk Nation down south, and they was beefing with some other cats, with some Latino dudes. I turned around and screamed on the mic. I threw on like a slow Dolly Parton song in the middle of it. Everybody stopped and looked at me like, "Wow, dude, you really went there." Everybody stopped.
He was like, "Yo, I'm about to kick your ass, but this is my jam. You lucky." You lucky DJ's playing my song. But let me ask you a question, because you went into responsibility. And I'm an older dude myself. I'm 41, and so when I used to listen to rap music back in the day, when it first started getting popular, it was very, very positive, and I appreciated it. But I kind of feel like the music that we have today really doesn't do our communities justice. I feel like the young kids hear the music and they want to actually be like what people are preaching in the music. Do you think that that's a problem? I know it's creativity, and everyone's allowed to do what it is that they wish, but do you see a problem with the trends in music, and does it have a big impact on the tough stuff we're seeing from these young kids in our community?
Man, that's a great question, and that's like a topic that you could actually build an entire show on. Mm-hmm. And my thoughts on it is, like, the music from, I want to say, about 2000 up to about now, I absolutely hate it all. Mm-hmm. I hate all the skinny jeans stuff, because them cats is not rapping about anything at all. It's the same old formula. You're rapping about guns, chicks, drugs, and money. There's no positivity in it. There's no message to these kids. And now all these kids is wilding out, and they don't understand that these kids are looking up to them like role models, and they're emulating everything that these cats do, but they fail to realize that these guys are claiming all this stuff, and I'm so real, and blah, blah, blah. But if they did everything that they rapped about, there'd be, like, a need for, like, a super amount more of penitentiaries in the world, because all these dudes would be locked up. It'd be all over the news, and the entire hip-hop industry, whether it be Cumulus, Channel 1, Clear Radio, they all would be shut down, and you'd hear nothing but talk radio.
Yep.
It's all fabricated stuff, because that's where the money is. They know, because nowadays it's more of the white kid, backpacker kids from the suburbs that's buying all hip hop. Mm-hmm. It's not the African Americans and the inner city kids, because not since 1996 has a rapper gone platinum in New York or where he's from. After the first 600,000 copies that you sell, it's all these white kids in the suburbs that buy all of this music. Uh-huh. And that's where all the money is. That's why they go to all these shows. That's why when we were growing up, you can go to places like the Fresh Fest, get like 13 acts for $12.
Yeah.
Now you're getting a one-person headline show, and it's costing you $50. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're charging $30,000-$40,000. Like Lil Wayne will get $40,000 just for doing 2 songs.
Wow. I've been in the wrong business.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But it's like people, they fail to realize all that stuff.
Hey, you're making talking about guns and chicks sound really easy now. Mm-hmm. but I can see why they're doing it, because it's definitely lucrative, man.
Yeah, and it's a shame, because now with all of this stuff and the negative stuff that they're speaking, and all these kids is wilding out, and they're banging all this stuff, and it's really putting a negative effect on, especially now you can start talking about the underground music, whether it be like Mr. Lift, Acrobatic, Planet Asia, Dilated Peoples, Talib Kweli, Mos Def. These guys are super, super positive. They will never, ever, ever get regular radio play unless they go and collab on a dance song like Pitbull did.
Yeah.
Because they're too positive, and that doesn't make money.
Now, I always play devil's advocate when I hear stuff like that, and like you said, it's follow the money. So I always feel like when I'm always trying to understand something, if I just ask where the money's come from, I feel like I understand what the motives are, because it's all about the money. But on the other side it always comes down to the same thing. Power is in the people, right? If the people just decide that they want to hear good, positive music, which is it's easy to say, but I don't know of any examples in history where on a mass scale the people really have just made the right decision. But we can change this if we just appreciate the positive, and we give so much to the negative. It's unreal.
Right, and I think at this point, people like grassroots things like my girl Christy Z, who is a high-ranking member in the Zulu Nation. They had a grassroots organization, Tools of War, and they put out a campaign to only promote positive hip-hop and stay away from the radio, because people are talking about like elements of hip-hop, which is b-boying, graffiti, MCing, and DJing. Now, hip-hop is a culture, but yet you have these radio stations that are saying we're playing the best in R&B and hip-hop. Well, you can't play a culture. You can play rap music. You can't play a culture. So right there, they're already feeding these kids wrong information. So now when this new generation's coming up, they're already thinking, I'm not listening to rap music, I'm listening to hip-hop. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a breakdown in the generations where a lot of the adults are not taking the time to school the younger generations about the correct terminology, the correct type of music, the correct messages, like what's the best thing for them. They just brush it off like whatever, man. They're kids, they'll do what they do. But then when they get older and they start wilding out, now it's too late and they don't know how to corral the problem.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, excuse me.
That's heavy, man. Wow.
I remember, like, so I'm living in New Hampshire. I used to be a middle school teacher in Spanish, and sometimes we did this homeroom class where everyone would go in the classroom. And if you know Londonderry, New Hampshire, it is like pretty much one of the whitest towns in the state. And I remember this kid coming in with, baggy pants. He was very, very, blonde hair, blue eyes, very fair. And he was wearing his pants off his hips, wearing this big gold chain, talking Ebonics, and acting so gangster. And I looked at him. Now, I personally grew up in the projects as, inner city Puerto Rican in Rhode Island. When I saw that, I'm like, why are you dressed and talking like that? We are in Boomsville, what we used to call it when we were in Rhode Island. And he was very sassy with me. Like, I had to send him to the office. But I was like, are you kidding me right now? And then we have, like, the Latino students would look at him and just roll their eyes. Like, what is he trying to be? Who is he trying to be? And I think he was just, like, emulating what he sees on the TV.
That's a testament to the power of the words that we have through our music. To get someone totally not from the culture to want to be that's a power that is, like, if used properly, can make great change. But I think that we're not using it properly. I think we're wasting it.
We're definitely not using it properly, because I DJ a lot of the underground and independent hip hop shows, and I can't tell you the number of times that I've been on stage and it'd be like little 14-year-old kids, and they're rapping about Molly and drinking, and I got this and I got this broad and I did this to that girl, and their mom's sitting in the front row singing all the lyrics, and I'm looking and I'm 44 and I'm like, lady, you understand your 14-year-old kid's singing this stuff, and you're condoning it. You're part of the problem. And then there's like, I don't really do them anymore because they don't want me to do them, because a couple of times little white kid was on stage and he said the word nigga. I shut his music off. I was like, you need to get off the stage, dude. And they're looking at me all crazy. I said, no, I'm not going to let you spit that stuff. I was like, if you want to spit like false prophecies and all these stories, that's fine. That's on you. That's on your conscience. You got to sleep good at night. I'm not going to sleep good at night knowing that I let you spit that stuff on this stage.
Yep. Wow.
So they was like, yeah, no, we can't have that. I said, well, then that's your problem. I'm not going to support anything that y'all do.
Yep. That's what it is. You got to take a stand and revoke your support at the very least.
Yeah.
Donnie Battle, shut down.
Yeah, I don't play. I don't got no filter. I don't really care.
Well,
and that's the way it's got to be. And there's not enough adults that do that. That's why a lot of these kids are running around so entitled right now, because they say, oh, you can't do nothing to me, or I'll call the cops, I'll tell my parents, and blah, blah, blah. So call them. I don't care. Call them. I'll take them out for a beer.
Now I like that, man. I hope a lot of other people follow your example. I mean, when you look at DJs and people that do what you do, younger cats look up to you guys and think you're cool. And so when you got a guy like you, Donnie, who is being cool and doing you, but also letting people know that, hey man, this is what cool is. That's not what cool is. I think we need more of that. I don't think we do it as much as we need to be able to do it. So it's definitely great to hear that that's your approach, and I think more people need to learn from you, bro.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that, man. I always love good feedback like that. And I tell everybody, like all my students when I teach them martial arts, or even my kids, I tell them, like, don't look up to me because I've been fortunate enough to travel around the world, grew up in New York with all these high-profile old school cats that call me all the time or whatever. I'm a simple guy that practiced and struggled. Like, you only see the good stuff. You don't see the bad stuff about all the struggles that I had to go through to get there. So if you have something in mind, whether, like my son, he's an All-American wrestler, and he wanted to quit wrestling, I'm like, you have to go above and beyond. Once you think you hit a plateau, your mind's going to tell you to stop. But you have to persevere and go above that onto the other side. And there's nobody that can tell you that you can't achieve anything you want to in this world.
It just takes a lot of hard work,
Dedication.
and consistency. It's not easy, but we get to see those examples. So you mentioned you're a father. Father's Day is approaching.
Yeah, I'm about to clean up.
Oh, you got clean. Why are you cleaning?
No, I'm about to clean up. I got 8 kids, bro.
Oh,
you do?
Oh man.
Yeah, 4 boys and 4 girls.
Oh, all right, I
Take
see.
Birdie and style.
Wow. Yeah, you about to get some really nice gifts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna probably end up working most of the day though.
Yeah.
I gotta make that money.
Yep. Well, shout out to you. We wish you a blessed Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank y'all so much for reaching out to me. You don't even know. I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the time, man, and sharing your thoughts, man. This was really good. Really glad that you were able to join us at the last minute.
No, thanks for having me. Anytime you guys want to reach out to me, Leonie's got my number, and feel free to take down my contacts and reach out to me on Facebook or whatever, and we could definitely chop it up.
All right, we'll definitely do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Battle, DJ Donnie Battle. Any shows or anything coming up that people need to know about?
Yeah, I'm actually DJing the Lisa show August 5th in East Providence. There's going to be 6 of us DJing. I'm working with DJ Buck, Donnie Bennett, my other boy Spike, a few other cats. I got a bunch of local shows coming up, and they'll be all over my Facebook. Stuff like that. So.
Okay, Lisa, August 5th. Where's that at?
That's at the Riviera Restaurant in East Providence.
The Riviera Restaurant in East Providence, August 5th.
Yeah, August 5th. It's South Broadway.
Oh, all right, man. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's going to be a good time.
So get out there, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy a good time. Good DJ. If anything pop off, Dolly Parton might be there to save you.
Whatever works, man.
You hear Dolly Parton? Step out the building fast.
All right, you guys, listen, you have a blessed night.
Thank you too, bro. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Bye, Donnie. Good night.
Thanks for introducing me to him. Yeah. That's an awesome dude, man.
He is. He's awesome. He's a very funny guy, too.
Yeah.
And very opinionated. So, Anthony, you've been very quiet. You have any opinions?
I was just like, Donnie Battle said it all. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, boom, done.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
But he just said the N-word, though. He's supposed to have to pay. Y'all made me pay. You made me pay, but you didn't make Donnie pay. What's up with that? All right, I'm just going to sit here like this and sulk.
So, happy Father's Day, Anthony.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, eh? Yeah, happy Father's Day to all you guys out there, too, man. All right, so we appreciate you stopping by this time. We're going to cut it short, end it here. I think that was a good message for this week. And we'll be back next week. Definitely Anthony will be here. Liana will be here. I will be here. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your Father's Day. What are you doing for Father's Day, real quick?
I am taking my father out for brunch.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then heading to New Hampshire.
Heading to New Hampshire after that. Just cooling out.
Just chilling by the pool.
Cool. I don't know what I'm doing for Father's Day.
It's a surprise, maybe.
Yeah, I think I know. You know what they was gonna get me? This is funny though. Well, not too funny, but they was gonna get me basil plant. That's the kind of stuff I get for Father's Day. They were gonna get me a basil plant. All right, so because I like to cook, I like to eat, and I buy basil for my recipe, and basil's like $5 for like a couple leaves. So I was in there, I was like, look at that, $3 for a basil plant. If I stick that in the window and put water in it, I can have basil. So I brought it home, and I'm like, all right, that's my basil plant. and they were like, oh man. I was like, what? They was like, oh, we were gonna get you that for Father's Day. First of all, you don't need to be getting me a basil plant for Father's Day. That's terrible. Not that I don't like the basil plant, but you gotta give me something good, something
How
electronic.
How old are your boys?
11 and 9.
Well, that's an 11 and 9-year-old's idea of a gift.
A basil plant? Yeah, I guess so, man.
Because usually on Mother's Day, they usually plant a seed, like a bean seed in school, and then you get the little seedling. I always appreciate the little seedling. I have a green thumb. 2 of them, actually.
You got a green thumb.
I do.
Huh? I'll tell you what's cool about kids, though. Because I talk to my plants. Because I feel like...
They listen better?
Well, no, they listen better than the kids, right? So y'all don't want to listen, but Basil will listen. But I buy into the whole energy thing, positive energy out, right? So I talk to the plants, to help them grow. So they see me in the window. I'm like, hey, basil, sweet basil, basil, while I'm watering the basil, right? And that's how I do it. And the other day, though, I go by the kitchen, and guess who's doing? Little one. He's in the window, on the windowsill.
Is it really?
Sweet basil.
Aww.
Sweet basil. So, that's what the Father's is. Father's Day, man. It's just, you never know who's watching. These kids are always watching you guys.
They do. They emulate you. They look up to you. I actually talk to my plants. I'm so glad you say that. I actually have a plant baby voice when I talk to my plants.
You talking Spanish or?
Sometimes. It depends on what I'm...
You got bilingual plants?
Pretty much.
Well, that's awesome, yeah.
But yeah, they're lovely. I'll send you pictures of my plants. They're awesome.
All right, tell them I said what's up.
I will. Tell Basil I said what's up.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right, guys, this was fun. All right, we'll see you next time. I'm Dale Cover.
Leonie Perez.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to plug 10 Rocks real quick. Because this by the time this goes out, it's going to be Sunday. If you want to laugh, you want to enjoy a good laugh, you need to come down to 10 Rocks in Pawtucket, 1091 Main Street in Pawtucket. It's a Cape Verdean restaurant, tapas bar, and the food is
out of this world.
Out of this world. The food is great, man.
Delicious. And the laughter's awesome.
And the laughter's awesome. We will be there. I will be there doing my comedy thing. I have a special guest host, which is going to be Mike Babalado. I just picked Mike Babalado up a couple of days ago. Hit him up. He's available. He's going to come down and host for us.
Nice.
And Rockin' Joe Hebert. You ever see Rockin' Joe?
I've seen like videos of him or clips of him, but not full on. No.
You're gonna love Rockin' Joe.
I've heard great things, so I have.
Yeah, Rockin' Joe's been doing it for a long time. And he's one of the guys, like when I first met him, like he was instantly he's kind of, shows you mad love, just like we just friends, just like that. So I love it. His wife is beautiful and wonderful, like both of them, just really nice. So, awesome. Well, and I love whenever I get to pair up with Rockin' Joe. I always have some fun. So
I'm looking forward to it.
The show on Thursday at 10 Rocks. Come on down. Thursday show time's about 8 o'clock or so.
Come to eat.
Yes.
Around 7ish or so.
Yep.
The food's amazing. I've had everything on the menu.
Everything?
All of it.
Even the octopus?
Especially the octopus. It's so delicious.
Me
Grilled
too.
octopus on top of plantains, sweet plantains. I think I'm going to go have some tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
All right, so cool. All right, guys. So whatever you do, have fun, live every minute, love every moment, and laugh every day. All right? Peace.